Oh yeah, what's up YouTube? So I'm gonna tell you in this video, this is my real earnings from day 3 and day 4 of the 7-part series of how much money I make in a week driving with Uber and Lyft. So I'm gonna drive complete 7 days. I don't have my daughter this weekend, so I'm gonna drive all through the weekend and I'm gonna report all my earnings. So you can see what it's like to be a full-time driver. And then also you're gonna see in this series what you can make as a part-time driver, even if you worked nights. Let's call it nights. Like, let's say you work during the day and you want to work just the nights. So on the weekends, so Friday and Saturday night would be a big night to make some really good money. There's going to be a lot of bonuses. There's going to be a lot of surge pricing going on. And so that'd be really good for you. Other than that, all the videos that I've made so far, if you haven't seen them, I'm going to put them in the playlist. So they should be up here or over here, one of these places. Just click on the little icon, and then you can check out all the other videos that I've made so far, and you'll be able to see the whole playlist. So with that, a couple things. Like today is Friday morning. I had my daughter this morning. And then as soon as I dropped her off right around, I think I got her there by 7:30. And then I turned on the app, and then right away, I got pinged for a Lux ride. So I drive in the premium modes, right? I try to stay away from the economy rides. I think they're worthless. I think it's a waste of time unless there's a bonus attached to those rides. Or unless you're using destination mode and you're going, like, let's say to work or something like that. So I think those can be really good. Or if you're just going anywhere and you want to try and catch a ride and get your gas paid for or your tolls, just depending on what it is. It's a really good way to, cut down on your cost, for the ride wherever you're going, or just your cost of your car or your gas for the week. I know times are tough. I know not everybody makes a ton of money, and when you do some ride sharing, it's a great way to make some extra. So I got a ride early this morning, a nice Lux ride all the way to the airport, which is really good. So I elected to take that ride instead of trying to catch surges with Uber, because haven't been hitting them so much in the mornings lately. They just haven't been coming up lately, and I don't know why. So. But I am trying to pay attention to the patterns. But yesterday was a horrible day. So I didn't even have my daughter in the morning yesterday, and I wasn't even able to catch a whole lot of rides. I didn't use my destination mode first thing in the morning. And, that's a little bit of a risk because you don't know where you're going to end up. And I know that some of the viewers here have commented that, they've been taken out of all the action because they didn't have their destination mode set. And I don't always do it. I have faith that most rides are going to go into the city, into Boston, from where I live in Waltham, Mass. So, and that's, that's pretty common. That's probably like 99% of the rides that I get are going into Boston in the morning. So I don't always set my destination mode because I want to save those, because you only get 2 a day with Uber. But I did take a comfort ride from the hotel here in Waltham, and then unfortunately they went north into the suburbs to a school, like there were some sort of school committee type of deal. I don't really know what their deal was, but they were working for the school. They were traveling here, and I got a ride up to the suburbs in Lexington, and then I wasn't able to get a ride after that. So I was just sitting there in no man's land, no rides, couldn't get anywhere, couldn't get any rides, even on the way home. So yesterday morning was really bad, and I only made like $30 in the whole morning. But today, in two rides, one ride to the airport, another ride right out of the airport, I only waited like 15 minutes at the airport, and I was able to bring in $88. So it's like, you never know what you're gonna get. And I just wanna say that like, just because one day is bad doesn't mean they're all gonna be bad. But with that being said, let's go into the video. Let's check out how much I've made, and you can see my real earnings that I made for the day. All right. All right, guys, let's get into the video. I'm going to start this screen recording, and we'll just get right to it. So this is day 3 and day 4. This is Wednesday and Thursday. So, and I'm not too excited about these days. That I didn't make a ton of money. Wednesday, I had all night to work, and then Thursday, I had to pick up my daughter. So I was cut a little bit short on my day. So on those days, I really just try to grind it out and make as much as I can. But let's see. So far. So far, my net earnings, $610, 22 rides, 8 hours and 53 minutes book time, and then one day, 18 hours total time. So let's just break that down real quick. So we'll take 610 divided by 22 rides. So that's $27 a ride with Lyft on average. I like to average about 23. I know there's been some controversy lately in how we calculate it. So let's just calculate it all the different ways that we can. So that's per ride. That's $27, and then we're going to do 610 divided by, let's do 9 hours. 610 divided by 9. All right, and that's $67 an hour for total time booked. That means from the time that I accept a ride to the time I complete the ride. So, I mean, there's a couple of different ways to look at it. You know, I either like my book time or I like my per ride. And then some people are, you know, they're like, oh, you can't calculate it that way, and you have to calculate it per total time on. So let's do that as well. And by the way, I'd love to hear what you say. And you can also check out the video over here or over here. I forget which side it's going to show up on. But we did do a poll to see what other drivers think. So if you want to check that out, you know, go ahead and click on the video. So we'll do 610 divided by 1 day, 18 hours. So that's 24 and 18. I'm just going to use a calculator. 24 plus 18, and that's 42. So 610 divided by 42, right? So 610 divided by 42, and that equals, it's $14 an hour for all the people that think that I should calculate total time online. But like I said before, you need to be productive in your time off, in your time that you sit around and do nothing. So have a book, do something to educate yourself online, start working on your business, start building your social media following. Social media is big right now, so make sure that you're utilizing your social media somehow, some way to gain attention so you could start making money online. And I'm going to go more into detail on that. I really love this subject, so I'm going to like dig into how to make money online as well. I think that like we should all have something to do while we sit in our cars to maximize our earnings. So total time, total ride earnings, $387, $40.84 in tips. That's above 10%. Yes, that's very nice. Commercial insurance credits. I still need to do a video on the insurance, and I still have to find out for myself. So stay tuned for that one. Oh, by the way, and if you haven't subscribed already, to my subscribers, I do appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys watching me, supporting me, and being here on this journey. And as promised, once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I will be giving the dash cam giveaway every single month. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure that you do and ring the bell so you know when I'm doing the giveaway. So we've done Monday and Tuesday. Monday was a $400 day. Tuesday was about a $500 day. Wednesday was not as good. Let's break it down. So there's $107.62. We're just going to go into what I made per ride and stuff, and what kind of ride. So we had a Lux Black in the morning, and then and then I took a break after the morning rush. It was just typically what I do now. Take that break after the morning rush, go home, take a nap, eat some food, take care of the house, any other errands, chores I got to do. And then I try to be back out for the evening rush into the night, into 1 a.m. at the airport. So I basically focus on working the city and the airport at night now. And then at 6:23, a Lux Black, nice lady, picked her up in the suburbs, unexpected to get that Lux Black ride, but it was very nice. Got a Lyft ride. These Lyft rides and that shared rides, what that typically is right there is going to be, they were late, so it signifies to me that I was at the airport. And I got a ride out with Uber, taking advantage of the surge with Uber at the airport, and then coming back using the destination mode on Lyft to get back towards the airport, so I don't have to eat all the miles and actually make some money on the way back in. So I'm going to click over to Uber in a second, but I've been having trouble with my screen recording, so I'm going to stop this right now, and then we're going to open up Uber. So I'm just going to start another one. Great. Okay, and we're recording, so let's jump into Uber. Actually, no, we got to go back a day because I want to show you yesterday. That was Wednesday, and then we got to look at Thursday. So Wednesday was 107, and then Thursday 107 and 5 rides, and then 120 and 4 rides on Thursday. So you can see the difference right there. Some days are just better than others, and that's the way it goes. You hope for consistency, but the truth is you never know what you're going to get. And the only thing that you can control in your consistency is you, what time you're on, and then where you go. So that's my biggest thing, is to be consistent. Stay consistent. Discipline yourself to go out and make money whenever you can. And just be on that schedule. Learn that schedule. Learn the patterns in your area. And that's something I want to do too. I'm going to start analyzing. I'm going to start doing screenshots of the map and the times, and we're going to start analyzing where the best places are to go in Boston. So it looks like I didn't even take a Lyft ride. So I was probably worked Uber in the morning on Thursday. So we had an XL for 20 bucks in the morning. Oh, I know which one this one. I hated this one. I gave them a bad report. They were rude. They stunk. It was poor hygiene. And they left like a dirty bandage in my car. I was so pissed, man. Anyways, I mean, that's the kind of bullshit you're going to get sometimes, but it's rare. It's rare. I hardly ever get that. And then later on, we had a Lux ride. Very cool Lux ride. That was probably to the airport, I'm guessing, at 1. Oh yeah, that was like a random. So I went to the office, the office parks I usually go to where the hotels are in Waltham, and then I didn't get anything, and I wanted to be at the airport for 2 because I know that the man picks up at 2 at the airport. So I was looking for an airport ride, and then I didn't get it where I expected it. And then just as I was going down the highway, about to get on the Mass Turnpike to head towards Boston, towards the airport, I got pinged. I mean, like just in time. I was just about to get off the exit, and I literally at the last second got pinged, and I was able to get this ride. I didn't know what it was going to be. It was like, I think it was like 9 to 10 minutes away from me. So you're taking a risk at this point. I hate driving like 10 minutes to get to a Lux ride, and they want to go 5 minutes down the road. But luckily, this guy, he was ready to go to the airport, nice, easy. He, got on the phone when he got in the car, was on a business call, and brought him to the airport. I love these type of rides, guys. I love these type of rides. This is why I love having a premium vehicle, because you get these type of people, they just want to be taken care of. They got to work while they get transportation to the airport. He tipped well. That's a $12.50 tip. Love that. 304, that's an XL. That was out of the airport. Group of girls, didn't have enough room in my car for 5 girls with their luggage, so some of them were holding them on their laps, their bags on their laps. Appreciate you girls for being troopers on that one. And then looks like later on I had another Lyft ride with a little bit of a bonus there, and just a little bit. That was probably on destination because that was Thursday and I was making my way back home to pick up my daughter at daycare. So not a ton of money. Let's go back and just get a total for the days. I think I can tell you definitely on Thursday I barely made, I think I made $160, but on Wednesday I think I made 350. So let's keep those numbers in mind, guys, and let's go to Uber. So Wednesday, what did I say? 107 on Wednesday. So here we go. 231 with Uber, and then 107. So that's like almost $240. I'm gonna do a quick stop here because I gotta save the screen recordings. Because if I don't stop and save them, it just like stops on its own and then erases. So let me go back. I don't know what's going on with my phone. I restarted it, did the download. So we're recording again, right back where we left off. So, and then on Thursday, you can see here, $41. So I did 120 in Lyft on Thursday, plus so 160 on Thursday, and then 340 on Wednesday. So together, that's 500. That's 500 between 2 days. And I mean, look at Tuesday, I did $500 in 1 day. So, I mean, that's the way it goes sometimes. Some days are really good and lucky. And honestly, on Tuesday, when I made that $500, I really wanted to capitalize on that day because I could tell it was busy, the surges were hitting, and on those days I'll push myself even more. I'm like, I'm tired, I want to go home. But when it's hot like that, I mean, you really got to get it while it's hot, guys. So when you know it's going to be hot in your city and you're out working, like my tip is like definitely get out there and make that money. Push yourself to make that extra bit. Even if you did one more ride, always tell yourself that one more ride, especially when it's surging, it's always worth it. Always. So let's break it down. We'll break it down by rides and see what I did. I can almost guarantee I did more X rides and that they had surges attached to them. So I did 9 trips and then 8 hours online, 19 points. So 9 trips into 231, I'm sorry. 231 divided by 9, and we're at $25 per trip. Okay, so that's right on my average, right in my average zone. And then time online. So 8 into 231. And that's online. See, Uber doesn't give you the book time. It only gives you the total time. So even still, that's $28 per hour. For the average Uber driver, I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good right there. I do like to hit like in the 40s and 50s and 60s even per hour. So let's get into the earnings activity for Wednesday. And I'm just going to break it down here. As you can see, there's an X with a surge, a Comfort with a surge, Uber X with a surge, Uber X with a surge, Comfort with a surge. Most of these are airport rides, guys. I'm grabbing the surge out of the airport and giving decent rides. Comfort with a surge, comfort surge, Uber X with a surge, Uber XL, and a comfort with a surge. So as you can see, I mean, we should do a running total. I think in the next video, I'll have a running total for the week. My next video will be about Friday, which is today. We'll collect all the information from Friday, and it's going to be really good because you'll be able to see like what's typical to make in a Friday night in Boston. I'm really going to work all the angles tonight. I'm off right now, and then I'm going to get back into it tonight. So I'll start for the evening rush. I'll work and, you know, maybe take a break for dinner or something like that, but I'm going to work. I'm going to crank tonight. I'm going to try and hit every single angle. I'm going to try and hit every ride coming into the city. I'm going to try and hit every ride coming out of the city. And then, so it'll be double, right? So I'll do the evening rush starting at 5 o'clock. I'll try to get people that are going to the airport from Waltham. It doesn't always happen, but it sometimes it does, and I'll try and get lucky. So I'll try and do that. And then I'll try and catch people coming out of the city. And then later on, around 8, 9 o'clock, probably between 7 and 8, I'll take a break because there'll be a lot of traffic and I'll be tired. And then after that, around 9 o'clock, the college kids will start going into the city. And so these are real money makers. Like, they're not going to give you a tip. Don't ever expect a tip. There's going to be 6 people in there. They'll even try to push 7. Don't let them do the 7 people. If you have an XL vehicle, right? We're talking XL. Even if you drive X, don't let them do more than you can fit in the car, right? Just tell them no, they'll get another car. If they cancel, then so what? You collect the fee, and then you get the next ride because they'll be there. But you can almost guarantee on these guys, on these college kids, you know, there's Babson College in Wellesley, there's Bentley in Waltham, which is a hot spot. Bentley kids are partiers. Brandeis in Waltham, but you know, Brandeis I hardly ever get any action from. They're more in like the Saturday mornings, like for brunch and things like that. I'm trying to think where else. And then there's just young professionals that live out in the Waltham area. So these are just the areas that I know. But I know like Needham, Dedham are good spots. If you go up to Burlington's been popping lately. And all these areas that are just like high activity, high density of people. And even in the Woburn and in Winchester too. So like all those areas, if you work the Beltway around Boston, the 95 Beltway, you're just taking people into the city, but it's right around that 9 o'clock time that it starts happening up till 11. You'll get some late people leaving around 11, but try to get a 9 o'clock or like a 10 o'clock ride. That'll typically help you make your money. And then I might work late. It depends on the surge in the city, but typically I like to be done at 12. I like to lower my risk of having drunk people in my car. So 12 o'clock on a Friday and Saturday night is usually my cutoff time. But we'll see. Maybe I'll just work the airport or something like that. So there's the rides right there, guys. I hope that you are also making these the same. You know, you're getting the same kind of numbers. If you're not, just keep watching the videos, and I'll try and help you with strategies however I can. And feel free to reach out to me. You can reach out to me in the comments below, or you can just reach out and text me. And my text is 617-383-3455. Listen, don't call me, just text me. All right, thanks, guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.